Say hello to Ziggy. I actually can't cope. Hello, that's it. You say hello. You say hello, YouTube. Hi. Thanks for clicking on this video. As you may have guessed by this gorgeous little fur ball on my lap, I am officially a dog mum. This has possibly been one of the most overwhelming, joyful, scary, stressful weeks of my entire life. I have so much to catch you guys up on. But for this video, we're going to be rewinding to the week prior to me picking Ziggy up, as I picked up the camera and documented the whole process from going to a first viewing to bringing him home. And I really wanted to do that so I had something to look back on and have the memory, and I wanted to share it with you guys as well. So this vlog is going to be about me getting the puppy, why I've wanted to get a puppy, and kind of the process of me getting ready for this guy. So we'll let you guys get up to speed and we'll see you at the end of this video. I thought I'd pick the camera up because we're going to do something so exciting today. I am going to view a little puppy. He's a little red miniature poodle and he's the only boy in the litter, and he's available to view today up in Exmouth in Devon, so it's about a 2-hour drive from Newquay. My mum is just on her way over now and she's going to come with me. I'm so excited. I have been researching getting a puppy for quite a while now, and if you guys have watched my last few vlogs you will notice that my parents also got a puppy. They got a miniature schnauzer to be a little friend to their 10-year-old schnauzer, and my brother also got a Dalmatian puppy just before Christmas last year. And I just feel like it's my time now to become a puppy mum. I don't know what's going to happen. I don't even know if this clip is going to see the light of day. Obviously, if you're watching this, you might be able to guess that it went well, but at the time of filming, I have absolutely no idea how it's going to go today. I'm just going to go up, need to suss out, of course, the breeder, make sure everything's okay with the pup, all the paperwork's in place, and it is how it seems, because that's something that I take very seriously. But all being well, this might be the day that I meet my son. Oh my god. It feels kind of weird filming this, but I just really want to document it and have this to look back on. So yeah, come with us as we go and view a little puppy and see if he's going to be the one that I bring home. If I do decide to give this little puppy a home, then he won't be coming home with me today. He will be coming home in 2 weeks' time, because he's not quite ready yet, and also I'm not quite ready yet either. I need to get so much sorted. But yeah, I thought I'd document this journey because, hey, this only happens once. You only adopt your first dog once. I actually felt sick with excitement yesterday when I arranged the viewing and locked it in for today. I actually could not sleep last night. I was so excited. So whilst I'm trying my absolute best not to get my hopes up, because you don't know until you've actually been to see everything and check that it's okay, but like, I just feel so excited, guys. He's the only boy in the litter of 6, so he's got 5 sisters, but I really have my heart set on having a little boy puppy. Kind of just felt like all the pieces are aligning. It was the perfect timing. She was able to squeeze me in for a viewing. He was available still as the only boy. He is absolutely perfect. He is literally like my dream dog, my ideal dog, you know, and you kind of imagine what your little dog would be like. He's exactly the image I have in my head. He's so close as well. It's only a 2-hour drive, which might sound quite long to some people, but lots of other miniature poodles that I've had a look at, or not gone to view, but looked at online, are, you know, absolutely miles away, like 4 or 5 hour drive plus. So to have one kind of on my doorstep, it just made sense. My mum's on her way over now, so we're going to go up together and view him, and yeah, fingers crossed he's the one. I can't believe I'm about to say this, but it is happening. I'm bringing home my little puppy in 4 days. Oh my goodness me, we have so much to catch up on. It's actually been a week since I had the viewing, but honestly, so much has happened in this week that I feel like I need to catch you guys up on. I just have not been able to have a minute to pick up the camera and give you guys an update. But let's rewind to the Monday that I went to go and view the puppy with my mum. It was such a hot day. It was the first day of that UK heatwave that we've just had. So we met with the couple who had the puppies. We were honestly there for about, I would say, nearly 2 hours, just chatting to them, spending time with the puppies, spending time with the mum as well, and just like learning as much as possible about these puppies. We asked them loads of questions, which I think you should always do. But what was interesting was they asked me a lot of questions too. I was just really overwhelmed. I've never been to view a puppy before, and there's just so much to ask and so much information to soak in, and also it's such a huge responsibility, and I just wanted to make sure that this puppy's coming from a good breeder, but also I wanted to make sure that this is the right decision for me. And just going up there to view them definitely solidified that it is the right decision for me. But then with that came like an, oh my God, this is actually happening. And I kind of just let the pressure get to me a bit, I won't lie. I thought that was going to be like the most magical day of my life, like going to meet my new puppy potentially. And it actually ended up being like, I didn't really enjoy the process that much, but the people were so lovely. And yeah, we got to spend time with my puppy, who I'm taking home, and also the 5 other puppies as well, his little sisters. They were all together. So when we viewed them on Monday, they were 7 weeks old, and a week has gone by now. So basically, I didn't want to pick up the camera and say anything because we had the first vaccination for the puppies was being administered on Friday, just gone. So today is Monday. And when they went for their vaccination, they were also having a vet checkup as well. And I'd basically said as soon as I got home on Monday, so we left the breeders, drove home, I spoke to my mum about what I felt. We had a good chat in the car. I came home and just like soaked it in for a minute and then decided to message her at like 10 p.m. that night saying I'd absolutely love to take the little boy and I'm definitely keen. And I'm not gonna lie, this is how anxious I was. I was like, they're not gonna say yes to me, they're gonna say no, they didn't like me, I didn't convince them enough that I would be a responsible pet owner, because yeah, I just got so in my head, and they were asking all the right questions that responsible breeders should ask you if you're buying a puppy. You know, all the kind of things like, are you going to get insurance? Have you ever had a pet before? What are you going to do if this happens? Why have you chosen this breed? Like, tell me what you know about this breed of dog. It was really good because I was able to put their mind at rest because I had done all of that research. But when you're getting fired that information, and also it's like the hottest day of the year so far, there are like 6 puppies just running around by your feet. It was quite overwhelming after a really long drive as well. So yeah, basically I came home and I texted the lady, and then I was like, she's going to say no, I'm not good enough. I'm just simply not good enough for this beautiful dog to be mine. And yeah, she actually messaged me back that evening and said, yes, that's great news. Like, and we were super happy with you, so all good to go. But yeah, basically we decided that I would wait until the pup had had his first vaccination and kind of got the all clear from the vet before we sort of made it official and I paid the deposit. So yeah, on Friday I was expecting to hear from her and I didn't, and I started to get in my head. I was like, oh my God, there's something wrong with the poor little puppy. Like, this isn't going to work out. You know, they've changed their mind on me. Honestly, my anxiety, like, I am not normally like this. I can kind of get it under wraps and be like, being logical now. Of course they don't hate you. They've already said yes. I'm sure it's just that she hasn't had time to message. But no, my head was going to all kinds of crazy places. So Friday was just hell on earth for me because I was in the state of limbo. Also, I'd already told a couple of close friends that I was going to view this puppy. So by this point, they were all messaging me like, why the hell have we not heard from you in 5 days? What's going on? But I was just feeling anxious and I didn't want to speak to anyone and tell them anything in case it fell through, because I'd be so upset and I'd have to deal with my own feelings of upset, let alone my friends and family who would be also feeling like a bit gutted for me. So I just didn't want to do it. Just didn't want to tempt fate. I was just in a weird place. So I was trying to distract myself all day Friday. Didn't hear from her. On Saturday morning, I messaged her and she was like, I'm so sorry. Yes, everything went great at the vets. All good. And you can come and collect him next weekend. And that was on Saturday that I got that message. And just out of coincidence, pure coincidence, but on Saturday I had to drive up to London and do a shoot on Sunday for one of my clients up in London, which is such a rarity. We do them like once every 6 months, which is kind of good in a way because I've got this one out of the way before it's going to be ages till there's another one where I might have to stay overnight in London. But it was literally like a whirlwind. So I've suddenly had this like green light. You're getting a puppy next weekend. Bear in mind, not bought a thing at this point. So I had to drive all the way up to London, which took about 6 hours. And it, again, just the heat and the intense weather. Everything's just been so intense this week. Drove up to London, did my shoot. And in between doing all of that, I have just been madly ordering stuff on Amazon. And I'm looking at it right now. I've got a pile of boxes that looks like Christmas Day. It's just, there's so much stuff to unpack. So I thought this evening I would pick up this camera, give you guys the update and the exciting news, and then we can unbox all of the stuff that I've ordered. My parents and my brother both have puppies, so they have really helped me with telling me what I should be buying and stuff. And obviously I've been doing so much research online, but truth be told, I kind of just opened up my laptop and was like, oh my God, where do I start? And I've just ordered so much stuff. My bank account weeps, but we move. So to come back to the real time now, today is Monday. I'm picking him up on Saturday. So actually that's 5 days, not 4 days. Wait, is today? No, I'm sorry. Today's Tuesday, guys. This is what I mean. I am just already running on puppy brain and I haven't even got him yet. Today is Tuesday, so I'm picking this puppy up on Saturday, which is in 4 days' time. So I'm gonna unbox the stuff now, and I thought I would show you guys what I've bought, and we can just, work through it together. But I am so excited, over the moon, obviously, and I can't wait to bring him home in 4 days' time. And now the rest of this vlog is just gonna be me prepping for that moment. It's gonna be such a change for me and my routine, but I'm so looking forward to it, and I'm just ready to throw myself into the, I guess, single dog mum life. My mum's also coming with me to pick him up because I think a 2-hour car drive with a puppy would just really stress me out, especially if he would be like crying or anything. So she's coming with me. We're going to pick him up from the breeder up in Exmouth at 10 a.m. on Saturday. So I thought that was quite a nice time to do it, because by the time we sign the paperwork, get him all comfortable, into his little carrier, into my car, and then drive 2 hours home, I should get back here about 1 o'clock. And that's just such a nice time to have the rest of the day to get him settled and enjoy him for the weekend. Anyway, I'm rambling. Let's get this stuff unboxed and see what I've bought for my new puppy. Here we have what I would like to call puppy corner. So this is all the stuff that I've ordered over the last 2 days. It's literally like, tell me you're getting a puppy without telling me you're getting a puppy. This is a lot of stuff. Also, this is not even half of it. There's still more coming tomorrow. Also, I want to go to a pet store to get things like toys and treats and food, because I just kind of want the experience of going and shopping as well in person, rather than just panic ordering everything online. But yeah, this is what we're working with, guys. And we're going to do a bit of unboxing today and just, get things set up, because I'm very aware time is ticking. Time is ticking. One of these parcels is also from my mum and dad. They said they ordered something and it arrived yesterday, and I think it's this. So let's open this first. Why does this feel like Christmas Day? So funny. What? Yeah, this is definitely from my mum and dad. It's a dog ball. What? What's a dog ball, you ask? Oh, cute. Oh, it's one of these. Love that colour. Oh my goodness. Purple is my favourite colour. And I think, it's come with comes with a little pump as well. Thanks, Mum and Dad. Love that. There's also something else in here. So cute. Okay, great. So we do have 2 toys now, because I sure as hell haven't ordered any yet. So yeah, that is great from my mum and dad. Now the rest of this stuff is all the stuff that I've ordered. So I'm going to start unpacking and I'm going to show you guys as I go. This is in no particular order. I'm literally just ripping boxes up to see, but this stuff my mum and dad have got with their new puppy, and they swear by it. It's the Granix Bitter Apple Spray. You're meant to spritz it on a few select items that perhaps you don't want your dog to chew to death, and it's meant to deter them. Now, I did read the reviews on this and people were mixed. Some were saying it made my dog want to go and sniff and investigate the thing that I'd sprayed more, and others were like, yep, this literally saved my favourite shoes or that chair leg that I didn't want my puppy to chew. So yeah, we'll give it a go. God loves a trier. In this box is a little side table, which I won't really be able to show you now because it's all in pieces at the moment. But it's basically like a little thin side table that I can put in my hallway, because currently my Wi-Fi box is just on the floor. And if I'm being honest, that is down to my laziness. I have lived here now for coming up for like 7 months, and I just stare at it every day thinking, I should buy a table to put that on. And now I am going to have a puppy running around the floor, racing around, and that's what spurred me to actually do and buy something I've needed for 7 months. So yeah, just want to make sure that the Wi-Fi box is not on the floor. I feel like that would be a good start. So I'll build that later and show you. So that's nothing too exciting. That's more puppy proofing, which is also something I really have to do at this point. So much to do. So much to do. see what's in this one. Guys, I can't even remember what I've ordered. This is... What the hell is this? I don't even know. Oh, this is my favourite thing. This is the thing I've been most excited to buy. It is a puppy sling. So you literally wear it and then they jump in this little bit here and you can carry them around, because basically he's not going to be fully vaccinated for a couple of weeks yet, so he won't be able to go out on walks. So I am going to be taking him out and about in this, just on like small stints to get him used to seeing the world outside of, you know, this flat and my back garden. And yeah, I'm so excited to walk around like a proud little mum with her little baby in her sling. That is going to be the cutest thing ever. I got it in the brown colour. There were so many of these on Amazon, but this one had the best reviews and without being crazy expensive, because let's be honest, I think it's probably going to get a bit messed up. But it's got this fun little pattern inside and then it's just made of like soft fabric. So I think as well, it has an attachment where you can strap them in. Although now I'm looking at it, maybe this is the one that didn't have that. Oh, here we go. So this is the little safety clasp, and it basically means that you can hook it onto their collar and make sure that they don't jump out. So it's like that extra level of safety if they did try and run away from you. But I'm very excited about that. That's definitely my favourite purchase. I just didn't recognise it because it came in this weird box. Then we've got pet cameras. This was a recommendation from my brother who has a Dalmatian. It's a good way to keep an eye on them, especially as I am going to be a single dog mum. It's all down to me. So if I am in the other room, even if I'm having a shower, I mean, I'm not going to probably have this when I'm in the shower, but if I have to pop out to the grocery store, or if I have to, yeah, just like do anything that's outside of the room that my puppy's in, I can keep my eye on him with one of these. And also it might capture some funny content too, although I doubt it. It's not really high quality content kind of creation kit. This is just purely a bit more like a baby monitor. It connects to your phone so you can watch them from anywhere. So yeah, when I start to have to leave and pop out for a few hours at a time, I can keep an eye on him. I'm definitely going to be doing that anyway. I'm going to be trying to leave him alone for like really small stints, even for like 30 seconds at the beginning, and then 10 minutes, and then 15 minutes, just to get him used to like not having me around 24/7, because like the worst thing is if he kind of gets that like separation anxiety, especially with me being the sole care provider for him. He's probably going to get super attached to me, so we kind of just want to make sure that he also feels safe to be on his own. There's so much training that I've been looking at online, like videos and stuff, and it's just a minefield really, isn't it? We've got some food bowls, nothing fancy there. A comb. I've also ordered another poodle specific brush, but that's not arriving for another few days, so I can't show you that today. I'm sorry. Why is that the cutest thing ever? As if he's gonna fit in that. He's so small. Just to show you the full thing. So it's basically a little harness for him in this cute little pattern and a small lead. Now, again, trust me, he's going to be the best dressed dog on the block once he's a little bit older. I've already found loads of dog brands that do the cutest little harnesses and leads and collar sets, but I kind of thought to myself, I need to slow down a minute, because he, again, is a puppy and these things are probably going to get chewed up, and also he's going to grow out of that quite quickly. So I didn't want to spend loads of money on a really fun patterned harness as much as I really wanted to. I just couldn't justify it because I've had to buy all of this other stuff as well. So I just went for like something relatively cheap and cheerful on Amazon again, but with great reviews. And I thought actually the pattern's quite cute and it will look really nice against his dark red fur. Oh yeah, so this is a recycling bin, because again, much like the side table for my Wi-Fi box, I have just been putting my recycling for the last 7 months in a plastic bag on the floor. Trust me, I'm judging myself as much as you are judging me. And again, it's like, why did it take having to buy a puppy for me to be able to store my recycling in a nice way? But anyway, we can't have bits of rubbish just floating around on the floor anymore now that I'm going to be looking after a puppy. So I just bought this, basically just put my recycling in. Should have bought this 7 months ago. Was just being a bad grown-up. I actually thought this was bigger than it is, but anyway, we move. Puppy pads, because we are going to have some accidents and that's okay. This is a blanket. One of those ones that is meant to be waterproof, so if you like spill something on it or anything else, then it's meant to be, you're meant to be able to wipe it off. I feel like I should have got a way bigger one and I should have got 8 more. Love that. This is the pet carrier that I've bought for him to basically bring him home from the breeders, but also for things like going to the vets. I need to definitely look at car dog seats. Is that a thing? My parents have one that's really good, so I'll just ask them which one they've got. But yeah, just for like picking him up, I don't know, I just thought I need something like a carrier. So this is what I've got, but this actually looks quite big. And I can't remember now, maybe I did like size it up slightly because he's obviously gonna grow. Or maybe it just won't be that big once it's built, but we'll just have a quick look. There's some instructions there. That's actually quite important. That's a priority to do because I need to check that actually works before Saturday. Vanish oxy action. Mum swears by it, and my mum and dad have 2 cats and 2 dogs. One is a puppy, and yeah, my mum said if you don't have that, you are going to be screwed. So that's for any unfortunate accidents on the carpet. So this is a little food waste bin, but I'm going to use it as a little caddy for in the garden to put all of the poop bags, and then I can just take them and put them into the main bin when this is full. So that is the most unglamorous thing I think I've ever purchased. Perfect timing. The poo bags. So this is his little dog bed for his crate. So that should fit in perfectly with the crate that I bought. The reason I was confused by what it was is because I saw this on top. Looks like they've thrown in like a free little tug chew toy thing, which is quite sweet. So there we go, add that to the pile of toys. Brilliant. So that just leaves these boxes here, and in those are his crate and then 2 playpens. I've ordered 2 because I wanted one for indoors, which I can sort of add as an extension to his crate. I've also got a playpen for outside because I've got a shared garden with my neighbour, and I thought if I have playpen, then I can keep him to his little like section for just the first few weeks when he's not been vaccinated, and then after that, when he's got a bit more training in him, then maybe I'll let him free in that garden. But for now, I kind of just wanted the option to have something out there that's gonna like keep him in an area that I feel is like safe. It is safe out there, and the garden is completely like fenced off, it's gated, and yeah, as I said, only one other neighbour really uses it. But I don't know, I just wanted to make sure that he's got a space to play that's not indoors, but also has those parameters. It might be that after a week or 2 I'm like, actually it's fine, and just take him out of that, but that certainly won't be happening before he's had his vaccinations. So that's just to mitigate that. And then once he has had his vaccinations and he's a bit more well behaved, then I'll probably move that second playpen into my office and just have that as well, or like make a massive one. I don't really know, to be honest. Maybe I don't even need 2, but I ordered 2. So I'm gonna open those in a minute and probably like build those tonight, because I kind of want to get the crate into place and start like getting things actually put away and organised. And then I need to like puppy proof this apartment, which we'll come on to later. Let me just tidy all this stuff and then we can crack on with building the crate. I've just constructed the pet carrier, so this is what he'll be coming home in. That is definitely way too big for what he needs, but I'd rather he have loads of space and feel comfortable and cozy in there than be cramped up in some small little cage or something while I'm bringing him home in the car. Quite good. It's got 2 different openings, it's got little pockets on the side, it's got little like windows, so if you want some darkness in there, if it's too sunny, we can shut the little flaps, or you can open them and he'll be able to see through there. And then it's got like a really nice soft, I was gonna say floor. I'm getting a bit tired now, I don't know. It's got like, it's soft and cozy inside. So we'll see how we go with that. As I said, I'm just such a beginner. I don't even know what I'm doing. This had really good reviews. So this was on Amazon. It's from a brand called Pet Cute. The label is just there. I'll tell you what I'll do. I will link all of the products that I've bought in the description below in case it's of any use to people. But of course, take this with a pinch of salt, because by the time this video comes out, I won't have had time to update you on how any of this stuff works. So it's more like if you like what you see, then you can buy it. Okay, this is the playpen. Quite big actually, which is good because you'll have loads of room to run around in. I'm just trying to work out how it actually like connects, although I'm pretty pleased that it actually came like this, where it was all the pieces were together. I think I need to put it, I think I've got it like inside out. Let me see. Just pulled up to Pets at Home. It's the next day and I am going to head in just to get some of the bits that I haven't had a chance to order online and didn't really want to order online. I've done a lot of shopping on Amazon for the majority of things that I need for this puppy, but I kind of wanted to have the experience as well of going into a store, looking at all the cute toys, picking some nice bits out. So I've driven over to Pets at Home in Bodmin just to have a quick mooch around, see if I can pick up some of these last minute bits, including toys, food, treats, and anything else really that I see in there that I may not have thought of that they do sell. That pet shop trip was everything I dreamt of and more. It was so much fun just looking at all the cute stuff, and I definitely got a bit happy with chucking things in my basket. Kind of winced when I got to the checkout and was told how much I'd spent, but it's totally worth it, and I feel like I've got some really good bits, and even if I don't use them all now, he's gonna hopefully grow into them and enjoy everything that I've bought. Let me give you a little haul of all the bits that I picked up at Pets at Home, and then I'm also going to show you a couple of bits that have also arrived in the post today, which is very exciting. So first up, we've got this mat, which his little food and water bowl is going to go on, just to put on my kitchen floor so it kind of stops spills and stuff like that. I quite like this colour. It's like a sagey green. Yeah, just thought that would do the trick. Then I got this, a really cute little water bowl. So it's one of those pop-up ones that you take out and about with you. And it's got one of those clips that you can like clip it to your bag or yourself. And it's just good, especially because we are, I think, having another heat wave next week. Not that I'll be taking him out on walks anytime soon, but I just loved this pattern. It kind of gives me like cloudy sky vibes, and I just thought it was really nice, and it's definitely going to come in handy at one point or another, so picked that one up. Then I got this little puppy starter kit bone set. It says start here and then progress to here, so I guess this is the softest chew, then there's one in the middle, and then this is more of like a harder chew, I guess. I think one of them is bacon flavoured as well. No, they're chicken flavoured, it says right there. Chicken flavoured bones, so he can have lots of things to chew on. Then I picked up this because, again, heat wave. You put this entire thing in the freezer. So you first of all have to soak this bit in water and then you chuck it in the freezer. And then it helps when they're teething, but also I thought maybe it could come in handy, especially with the hot weather, if he needs something a bit colder. So it's just kind of like a rubbery bone thing, and then like a flannel bit that I guess when it's cold and frozen is really nice for his little teeth. Then I picked up a Kong and some Kong treats that are puppy specific. These ones are salmon and blueberry flavoured. Now that's not a food combo ID, but hey, we're gonna trust that this is the good stuff. And yeah, they go basically shove these treats up this little Kong thing, and then they chew, and it's like kind of an enrichment activity as well because they can try and get the treats out of there. Every video that I've ever watched says get a Kong, they're really, really good. So I got the blue one, and yeah, some lovely treats to go inside. Then while we're on the subject of treats, I also picked up 3 bags of treats here. So I've got the WAG miniature training size treats. So these actually are specifically for training. They're mini bones, chicken and beef flavour, so I picked those up. Cookies, which are also for dogs aged 8 weeks and over, and they are peanut butter and banana flavoured. And then I also picked up these Lily's Kitchens puppy chicken and salmon nibbles. Mum and Dad are using these with Ronnie, so he really likes them. Thought I'd give it a go with Ziggy, and we'll see how he fares. This might be my favourite purchase of the day. It's a little avocado, and it's one of those noisy toys, so it kind of like crinkles when he plays with it. And obviously you cannot get the avocado without buying the carrot too. How cute! I am fully aware they're going to get ruined in 0.5 seconds, but it's just so sweet while they're brand new. It just all looks so cute. I'm so excited. So yeah, we've got some noisy toys there. A squeaky bone that says woof. That was really, really loud. A little donut, and this one has a little squeaker in as well. Then I picked up this little like rope tug toy. I picked up a couple of balls. This one's squeaky, I think. Yeah, sorry, that's so loud. And this one is just like uber bouncy. I was bouncing around in the shop, and I think I probably need to buy way more of these, but I don't want to buy balls that are too like big for him or small. Such a weird thing to say, but yeah, I don't know. I just thought like I'll see how he goes with that, but I can imagine we'll be getting through quite a few of these as well. And also these would be great toys when he's like outside a little bit more, but for now I've just got the two there. This little cow toy that makes a little moo. That's not a moo, is it? That sounds like a pig, but anyway, got the little cow toy there. And then last but not least, I got him this little treat ball. So you just shove loads of little treats in and around the creases. Feels really nice as well. And then he just goes to town trying to find the treats. I saw actually 3 other people while I was in the shop staring at all of the toys, like pick this up and go, wow, that's just what we need, and put it in their basket. So like, obviously I need it too. And it's also fun and really colourful. So again, we'll see how long this lasts, we will. But that's the last of the toys. Let me know if you think I've missed anything, or if you think I've bought too much or not enough. I just don't know really, but I feel like that's a really good starting point to get going with. And I think as well, I was talking to the cashier at the till, and he was like, you will just find out the certain types of toys that your dog likes versus doesn't, and it's sometimes good to get a range, because then you can see like, oh, he's not fussed about squeaky toys, but he loves chewing on like the Kong or having like a rope toy. So it depends really what he's gonna like, but I want to make sure I've got everything that I could possibly have to make him feel like right at home when he comes home and have loads to do and loads to play with. Obviously I'm going to be playing with him non-stop, but it's good to have different toys, and as I said, I know they're going to just get ripped to shreds, so you know, we'll see how we go from here. And then as well as those toys, I did pick up a couple of other bits. I got this dog bowl because I showed you yesterday my boring metal ones, and I do stand by that they are the best ones to get for now. But this one is really cute because it's still stainless steel, but it's got this like plastic rim, and I just really liked the colour, and I thought, you know what, I think I'll probably use this as his main food bowl, and then one of the like boring ones as his water bowl to go with, and then I've got a spare as well. I mean, I probably need to buy even more than these anyway, because probably just having one food bowl, one water bowl is stupid, because I'm going to have to be cleaning it out every however many times I feed him in the day. So it's nice to have some options, so I'm not always just trying to like wash up a bowl before I feed him again. But yeah, I just thought that pattern was really, really cool, and I really liked it, so I picked that up. And then finally, nothing very glamorous, but a clip-on poop bag dispenser, £2. So I bought that. A few other bits did arrive in the post, so when I got home from Pets at Home and brought my bags in, there was loads of parcels in the hallway for me. So I'll show you what arrived today as well, because this might actually make me cry, like this item that has just arrived. It's a little blanket with his name on. I cannot cope. It's like a little baby blanket. It's so soft. I got it in baby blue and the writing in like this brown colour, and it's just so gorgeous. Now, I know I don't want to spend like loads of money on stuff because, you know, there's already so much to buy, and dogs are quite expensive, and puppies just like are gonna notoriously wreck everything, but I actually couldn't resist like buying this for him. It's just so cute. And then just to finish me off, this arrived too. It says Ziggy. I can't show you the other side because it does have my address and phone number on, because it is a legal requirement in the UK that all dogs have to have a tag that has your name, I believe, and address, but I have also put his name on the front, and then I've also put my phone number. God forbid he got lost and someone does find him. I don't want them faffing around trying to find my address. I want them to phone me immediately, because I will be like, every second will feel like an hour if that ever happened. So I just thought, you know what, I'll put my phone number on it anyway. I think like most people do put their phone numbers on their dog's collars anyway. So yeah, that's just got my like personal details on. And then his little name, but it's just so cute seeing his little name now that it's like real, because it's just like, it's actually happening. It's crazy. Also, this arrived. It's one of the brushes that I mentioned yesterday. Comes highly recommended for poodles. And then there's one more box that I haven't opened yet, but I don't know what it is because everything else I was kind of expecting. Oh my God, guys. I think, I don't want to say it in case I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure this can't be anyone else but my brother that sent this. But look, this is a really fun like banana toy. So in the box, it was from Amazon, was this, which is this really fun like, yeah, banana tuggy toy thing. And then also some of these, which are sleep tight treats, which I'm not gonna lie, I actually did see something similar in Pets at Home, which is like aids your dog's sort of sleep. And I didn't pick them up because I was like, oh, I might research that because I don't know necessarily if they're okay for puppies and stuff. But someone sent them to me, and I don't know, it could be my mum and dad again, but they definitely sent me the gifts that I showed you guys yesterday, and my brother is, yeah, it would probably be him. I can't think of anyone else, but yeah, I'm gonna have to text him. I'm gonna text him right now because I kind of want to know. But yeah, how nice is that? Thanks whoever sent that. I just spoke to my brother, it was him that sent those things. Now I need to go and find somewhere for all of these toys to live. I think I need to order one of those toy baskets that you get where you can just put everything in one place. That is actually definitely what I need to order tonight. I do feel like I'm pretty much there now though, now that I've got the toys and stuff. I just tonight need to build the side table I showed you guys. I actually didn't get around to building that yesterday. So I sorted out the crate, sorted out the playpens, and then I kind of just decided, it was about 10:30 at night, and I thought, you know what, we're going to call it a day. I'm not going to start building flat pack furniture at this hour, but I think I'll give that a go this evening so that I can check that the Wi-Fi box will survive the puppy stages, hopefully, because that's the one thing. If you choose the Wi-Fi box, then we're screwed because my entire job relies on the Wi-Fi. But yeah, I am gonna go and do that this evening, and yeah, I'll catch up with you guys later on, or if not, tomorrow. I'll quickly just show you what I'm dealing with here. So this is the Wi-Fi box and all of the fibre stuff. And as you can see, I have been very lazy in the last 6 to 7 months of living here. When did I move in? October. Anyway, I have been meaning to make this look more presentable, but yeah, Ziggy has definitely forced my hand now, because we simply cannot have the one thing that keeps me basically employed sitting on the floor ready to be chewed by a puppy. So I have bought a little side sort of table thing that I can put the Wi-Fi box on. So I've just built that now. It didn't take too long, to like half an hour, and I'm just going to put it in place now and show you guys. Okay, obviously I need to tuck up these wires somehow, but I think it's better than nothing. Obviously the stuff that's kind of like nailed to the wall, there's nothing I can really do about that. I might see if I can get some thick wire covers that you can get to deter pets and stuff like that, but this is just a darn sight better than it was on the floor, and also it just looks a bit better as well. So yeah, that is one of my puppy proofing things that I've done. It is my last evening alone as a single woman without a dog. I have been non-stop today, just doing the last minute things. I've had last minute parcels arriving today. His little car seat arrived, so I've actually put that in my car ready for tomorrow. And then I also earlier went outside and set up the outdoor pen for his little secluded area. That will be the place where we'll do his like toilet training and any outdoor time just until he's vaccinated, and then after that he can have the run of the garden and hopefully make friends with the neighbour's dog as well. I've also set up the indoor pen, which I will insert a clip here, and that's looking really great. I have attached it to the crate so he can run like around in his little pen and then go into his crate if he wants downtime. I don't know if I'm going to keep it like that. I'm not sure yet, but I just thought, you know what, I'll get it set up for tomorrow, because when we get back, the car drive is about 1 hour and 45 minutes, as I've said before, and as soon as we get back, he's going straight into the garden for toilet time and just to sniff around. And then when we bring him back into the house, I thought it might be easier just to put him in the pen and just let him like settle for a minute. This time tomorrow night, there'll be a puppy in this house. Honestly, it hasn't really sunk in. I don't think it's sunk in because I have been so busy. I had my content shoot up in London last weekend, and as soon as I got back on Monday, I've just been like flat out just trying to get everything sorted. I've had parcels after parcel after parcel delivered. I've been setting things up. I've been researching training, what I should be doing on the first night, what I should be doing in the first week, signing up to the vets, getting insurance. It's been like a whole whirlwind of stuff, and I've really enjoyed it. I kind of love having like something to keep me busy at all times, but it's only now that I'm like sat down looking around my flat and I'm like, how in the last like 7 days has everything just gone from like me just living my life here alone to like there's a pen set up and there's a crate over there and I've got stuff in the garden, I've got a toy box in front of me. Like it's just kind of crazy. It's mad how life flies at you like that, but I am feeling so excited. I do feel like I need to wind down now, even though it is already, what time is it? It's 11:45 p.m. and I think I'm normally in bed by now, but I just know myself that I'm not going to be able to get to sleep right now. So I think I am just going to have this little like chamomile tea that I've made, and I'm just going to sit and watch an episode of something on YouTube, something light, something chilled, and just try and wind down a bit before I try and go to sleep, because I'm just a ball of like nerves and anxiety. I'll try to film as much tomorrow as I can, but obviously it's going to be a really, really special day picking up my puppy, my first pet, and I don't think I'll probably won't be able to film, or I won't want to film actually like picking him up from the breeder, but we'll check in as soon as we're back home and we're settled. I'll be checking in with you guys, and next time I see you, there will be a puppy here. I am really excited for you guys to meet him as well, and for Ziggy to become a little part of this YouTube channel. He is obviously going to be in probably most of my videos going forward, and I'm looking forward to making some content around that as well, and like my experience of becoming a dog mum, and also what that looks like here in Cornwall. So yeah, if you are new here and you want to see more of that, don't forget to hit the subscribe button so you don't miss any of my future vlogs. Hey guys, it's Sunday and we survived our first night, didn't we, Ziggy? Yes, we did. He is kind of a bit hyper at the moment and a bit nibbly, but that's okay. He'll probably due asleep soon. He's done incredibly well. I cannot tell you guys what a good boy this dog is. We had a little bit of crying in the night. He slept in his crate, but I moved the crate into my room for the evening, and he has been sleeping in it really well since he got home. He actually voluntarily goes in there and just crashes out, but obviously that's with the door open. But as soon as I kind of closed the door and he figured out that he couldn't leave, he started to get a little bit whiny, and he did have a few bits of like bouts of crying last night, but it was good because I could just literally calmly get up and just put my hand by the crate and just say, don't worry, like, good boy, I'm here. And he settled within like, I don't know, maybe like 60, 90 seconds of me doing that, and he'd go back to sleep. And then in an hour's time, he'd wake up again and start crying, because basically I think what happened was he'd go to sleep because he felt safe, and then he'd wake up and think, wait, I'm confused, where am I? Where's my litter mates? Where's my mum? And then I just had to like reassure him, remember me, the lady who's like been looking after you for 24 hours. And to be fair, I managed to settle him well, so that was good. We had one 2 a.m. toilet break last night, which was really not as bad as I thought it was going to be. I just nipped out into the garden and he did his wee immediately, and then we came straight back in and straight back to bed. I'm not going to pretend to you guys that I've had an ounce of sleep last night, because even though he was sleeping like an hour at a time, my adrenaline was just shooting through my body. I couldn't go to sleep. I was so hyper aware that he was there. So I'm kind of hoping tonight I will be able to sleep in those moments, because I'm assuming we're going to go again tonight with all the crying, but that's okay because we know what we're doing now. Toilet training's been going pretty well. We had a couple of accidents and all of them were my fault. Basically, I would take him out and he wasn't really at first associating outdoors with toilet. He was just like associating outdoors in our garden with kind of like exploring and just sniffing around, and it's only really clicked with him like, I guess, wow, it hasn't even been 24 hours, guys. He's so clever, but it started to click with him now that whenever we go out there, he's got one thing and one thing to do only, and that is to go to the toilet, and then he gets a little treat, a little praise, and I scoop him straight back up in my arms and carry him back inside. But yesterday evening we did have 2 accidents. Again, as I said, both were my fault. I just didn't bring him out quick enough, and I was overthinking it as well because we'd just been outside and he was looking at me like, why are we out here? So I brought him back in because he didn't do anything, and then I plonked him on the carpet, and he started to do the thing that dogs do when they need the toilet, and I stupidly was like, oh, he's already had that opportunity. We were literally in the garden, you know, a minute ago, and best believe, yeah, he went to the toilet on the carpet, but that's okay. The thing is, I don't care at all about the mess, because you can clean up the mess. That's absolutely fine. I've puppy-proofed the apartment. I've got nothing out that's like of big value to me. It's more I kicked myself because we were doing quite well when we got back, and I just don't want to stunt his progress with the toilet training, because you've basically got to make it as easy as possible for your puppy, otherwise you're setting them up to fail, and I just felt really bad that I had missed that for him. But the best thing to do when you have a toilet accident is just to not even say anything. Like, you should never, you know, tell your puppy off. It's not their fault. It's definitely on you as the owner. So we just kind of like, okay, just didn't really acknowledge it, just tidy it up and move on. But when he does do the toilets outside, he gets a lot of praise and a little treat, but not too much either that it makes it like a big deal either. But he's really picking that up. So we've had no accidents so far today. It is I think nearly midday, but we've been awake since 5, so I'm absolutely shattered. He's sleeping so well as well in his crate. He's such a good boy. I really can't stress how much of a good boy he is. I love him so much. Sorry, he's out of shot now, but I am going to draw this YouTube vlog to a close. Thank you so much for watching. Tune in next week when I will be sharing more about our first week together and a bit more of the fun puppy stuff, because I appreciate this vlog was a bit more about the, I guess, setup and the anticipation of getting a puppy and all of the admin that goes with that. Hopefully you found it useful, but make sure you hit subscribe so you don't miss me and Ziggy and our adventures going forward. And yeah, I think he's going to be a main character on this vlog, so you'll be seeing plenty more of him. Should we say goodbye, Ziggy? See you in our next video. Bye, guys.